Welcome back to my Jets Connected franchise here on Madden 19. When I first recorded this live commentary portion, the file got corrupted a little bit, so I'm kind of forced to do this post commentary. So that's my bad. But anyway, the biggest storyline heading into this week is that Tevin Coleman is now active on the roster. He will be playing this week against the Bills. He's been a great running back for us this year, but he's been out the past couple of weeks. Jeremy Hill has filled in quite nicely, so I still want to keep Hill involved for sure. Also, there's some noise going on outside. I apologize if you can hear that too, but this won't be that long. You know, I won't be talking for that long right now. But Sam Darnold has an experience point, so does Jonathan Harris and then Jamal Adams. So we can spend these quick. I was just checking out what his stats were all about. You know, he doesn't have the best throw power, so I kind of wanted to get up strong arm a little bit, but I did decide to go with West Coast. And it does pay off in the end, you'll see, once I actually, use the upgrade. He also fits the scheme at West Coast, so I kind of want to keep him fitting the scheme so then he can keep getting more experience. But you'll see there, one of the traits we got up was throw power by 2, which is actually awesome because that means now he has 92 throw power, which really isn't that bad. It's much better than 90. I think a 2 difference in throw power is way more than a 2 difference in some other stats. Maybe speed would probably be more, of an impact. But Jonathan Harris, I just went with agile, I think, just to try to get him to fit this scheme, really. It doesn't really matter what he goes up to because he will probably just be a backup next year. I want to try to draft a replacement for many of the offensive linemen. Jamal Adams also has an experience point. He's pretty balanced with everything, but I think I go into run support just to keep him fitting the scheme. I want to build around him on defense for sure, so I want him to get as much experience as possible. So he got 4 experience points there, a couple, 1 to tackle, 1 to zone coverage, I think. He does have quick development. I wish that would go up. But yes, today we have to take on the Bills, and Tevin Coleman is back in the roster. I'm excited to use him again, so let's get into this game. The last time these two teams met, the Jets came out victorious, but now this game is taking place at the Bills Stadium, and even though this Bills roster does not look good on paper, they have some very talented pieces to try to build around in these next couple seasons. Tre'Davious White is probably the best, building piece on their entire team. He's a fantastic young cornerback. It's only his 2nd year, and he's already really established himself as a top corner, and he's a lockdown corner for sure. They have a good secondary in total, though. Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, very good safeties. They have a decent pass rush. Jerry Hughes and Trent Murphy, really not that bad of defensive ends. And then on the offensive side, LaShawn McCoy, you guys all know about him. He's a great running back. Last time they played, I'm pretty sure he went down in the first play or something like that. So the Jets really didn't have to worry about him too much, but he's healthy for this one. Let's see what happens. And here's a look at the wild card picture. Not the wild card picture, it's the playoff picture. And the Jets are leading the wild card right now with a record of 7-5, trying to make that 8-5. The Bills are actually getting kind of close. They're 5-7. If they lose this one, they probably lost their shot at making it into the playoffs. But the Bills start off with the ball here. Josh Allen making some adjustments. The handoff goes to LaShawn McCoy, who goes absolutely nowhere. Actually loses 2 yards, getting wrapped up by a couple players on the Jets. It's now going to be 3rd and 11. This drive did not start off too well for the Bills. They're trying to set up a screen, but a couple guys from the Jets are there to read it, and LaShawn McCoy kind of just waits for them to tackle him as he receives that pass for a loss of 5 yards. Tevin Coleman is now back in the game. This is going to be a huge upgrade for the Jets. Jeremy Hill did play well while Tevin Coleman was injured, but still, Coleman is a great running back, and they're glad to have him back on the team. Darnold took a sack on 2nd down, so it's 3rd and 7. Trying to check down to the drag route on the outside. That actually almost gets intercepted there by Jordan Poyer. He's a very talented safety. He can be a corner if he really wanted to. He has good man and zone coverage. Same thing with Micah Hyde. LaShawn McCoy gets this first down handoff now and goes absolutely nowhere again. 3 rushes for -2 yards for the former Eagles running back. They're trying to set up another screen, but Darren Lee reads this really well. That's what I meant to say. And, that is going to be 2 completions to LaShawn McCoy for -9 yards. 3rd and 16, taking a shot down the field. That was a great play, though, by Avery Williamson to break up that pass intended for Charles Clay. And in 3 drives already in this game, there have been 3 punts. No first downs yet. 2nd and 9. The Jets trying to get the first down of this game. Terrell Pryor kind of helping that out, picking up a 7-yard completion on 2nd down, making it 3rd and 2. Jets elect to go for a run play, and it's going to work really well. Good offensive effort there for the offensive line blocking. And is able to, Tevin Coleman's able to easily pick up that first down. Going to be 3rd and 4, though. Sam Darnold trying to find someone open. Had a couple players. He just took way too long with this one. And Jerry Hughes comes up with the sack. The offensive line definitely can't block for that long. Darnold should have gotten that pass out pretty soon. 3rd and 4, though. Josh Allen in a little bit of trouble. Dumps this one off, though, to Charles Clay, who, completely lost Darren Lee in coverage. I'm not really too sure how that happened. Darren Lee, I think, is faster than Charles Clay. He just did not keep up with him in man. 3rd and 10 now. Allen fakes to LaShawn McCoy, and that's a beautiful throw to the outside to, is that Zay Jones? Is that who number 11 is? I feel like it might be. Not entirely sure, to be honest. Could be Jeremy Curley, too. I think he's number 14, though. But that was a great strike, though, for, Josh Allen. LaShawn McCoy showing off his agility there as he makes a couple guys miss. Finally gets over positive yardage. I think that might have been the first time in the game he's done so. 5 rushes for only 7 yards, though. Last week he had a pretty good game. 3rd and 10, Josh Allen. Pretty clean pocket. Has a whole lot of time. Just doesn't decide to do anything with it and just throws this one away. I think he had LaShawn McCoy open pretty early in that route. It's going to be 3rd and 12, though. The Jets can't do anything right now. Darnold dropping back, trying to throw it to the outside to Robbie Anderson, but number 22 breaks up the pass. I'm not entirely sure who that is, if I'm being honest. 1st and 10 now for the Bills. Play action goes to LaShawn McCoy. Allen dropping back, firing a strike outside the numbers to Kelvin Benjamin. His, tallest wide receiver. Arguably the most reliable. I'm not really too sure about that one. Honestly, I think Charles Clay is probably more reliable. But LaShawn McCoy gets his handoff, makes a man miss, just completely embarrasses him with a beautiful spin move, and picks up about 12 yards there, along with a first down. 2nd and 13 now for the Bills. Allen under center. Dropping back, firing quickly to Charles Clay's pretty reliable tight end. For a gain of about 10 there. And it's going to be 3rd and 3. Allen out of the shotgun, LaShawn McCoy to his left. He's dropping back, surveying the field, firing to the outside to a wide open Jeremy Curley, I believe that was. And that's going to be an easy first down for the Bills. Another shotgun look for Josh Allen on 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. That's a great diving pass breakup by Tremaine Johnson there. Josh Allen not getting too many yards per attempt, but neither is Sam Darnold. So both quarterbacks not playing too well right now. There's a beautiful play there by Avery Williamson, though, shooting the gap up the middle, tackling LaShawn McCoy for a loss. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 9-yard line. Another shotgun look for Josh Allen. The play fake goes to, almost said Sam Darnold, goes to LaShawn McCoy, and Josh Allen taking a shot to the end zone to Jeremy Curley. I hope Jeremy Curley's number 14. I'm pretty certain that's who it is. I could be totally wrong, though. I don't know. I'm looking at a pretty small screen right now. 3rd and 8, though, for Darnold and the Jets, and he forces this one over to the outside. Tre'Davious White absolutely abuses Jermaine Kearse on the slant route. And I think that's a good indication to Sam Darnold to never target that side of the field again, at least for the rest of this game here. Josh Allen now with great field position. The Bills just show the Jets how to run a slant route properly and, which defenses to run it against. And that's a very easy touchdown for number 11, who I believe to be Zay Jones. I don't know the Bills roster all that much. They have a pretty depleted roster, let's be honest. Tevin Coleman, though, taking this handoff for a first down. The Jets don't want to pass the ball too much anymore. Sam Darnold's off to a terrible start. I think he's almost completed more passes to the other team than his team, which is never a good sign. He can't even complete that one to Robbie Anderson, who was open. He's 2 for 8 for 4 yards and an interception. That is a terrible stat line to start this game off, but Tevin Coleman is getting a lot of room. This Jets offensive line is blocking super well. I might have to adjust the run blocking sliders a little bit because I feel like a couple of the holes so far have been like way too open. But 3rd and 18 now. Darnold kind of had a man open, but Robbie Anderson cannot come down with it or even really get an attempt to catch it. It was too overthrown. 2nd and 8 now for the Bills. The Jets have terrible offensive efforts right now, but Steve McClendon gets boinked on the head with the ball and actually almost picks it off. He reads the screen really, really well, though. 3rd and 18, not 3rd and 18, 3rd and 8. Darren Lee dropping back in coverage. His ball is a gimme for an interception, and he drops it somehow. I don't know how he dropped that one. That was a touch pass. Anyone should have been able to catch that, but it is okay. Jeremy Hill actually gets the first handoff of the game for him. Picking up 7 yards there. Like I mentioned last week, I still want to keep him involved, even though Tevin Coleman is back. I want Jeremy Hill to be the primary power back, like in the goal line, all that good stuff. Tevin Coleman, though, picks up the first down there. 9 rushes for 49 yards for, Coleman having a pretty productive half right now. The Jets try to pass it here, throwing his screen to Tevin Coleman, setting up his blockers pretty well. Can he beat by this last player? No, he cannot. Micah Hyde makes a tackle on him. That might have been a touchdown-saving tackle, to be honest. Tevin Coleman probably had the breakaway speed to get away if, he got past Micah Hyde. Darnold checking this one down to Terrell Pryor there. As Pryor goes for a gain of like 8. Yeah, it's going to be a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Nearing it on the red zone are the Jets. Tevin Coleman takes his handoff up the middle. Nice running, breaking through some contact. Fighting for as many yards as he can. 5.4 yards per carry for him right now. It's a great day. 3rd and 5. Jeremy Hill takes the outside handoff. The Jets don't have to have too much confidence to pass it. And Jeremy Hill actually picks up 6 yards, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. It's going to be 4th and inches, but this Jets team, they play riskily. Risky? I don't know what the term there was, but the fullback takes it on the 4th down handoff and picks up 4 yards, along with a first down. The Jets really want a touchdown on this drive. They want to try to get back into this game as soon as possible. Tevin Coleman taking the handoff on 3rd and 5, but does get stood up at like the 2-yard line, and the Jets this time will take the field goal. And that is actually going to take us into halftime. The Bills are dominating most of these categories here. The Jets only have 20 passing yards right now, in the first half, which is terrible. But let's take a look at a couple divisional games around the league. The Patriots and the Dolphins are playing. This game's actually tied, and they almost have polar opposite records. If the Dolphins can come away with this win, that would be awesome. Tom Brady, though, having a fantastic game right now, 136 yards and a touchdown. Pretty sure the Patriots already clinched a playoff berth, but still, it'd be cool if the Dolphins can beat them. The Texans and the Colts are also playing this week, and the Texans seem to be in control of this one at the half. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdowns. Bruce Ellington caught both of them, actually. And the last divisional game will be the Giants and the Redskins. This game is tied, and this is a pretty important game for both of these teams. The Giants are just barely behind the Redskins in the rankings, so whoever wins this one could potentially go on to make the playoffs in this division. I don't think the Eagles are playing too well in this franchise mode right now. I'm pretty sure the Redskins are on top of the division. Could be very wrong, though. Jeremy Hill taking this handoff with the first play of the second half, and he might be able to break this one if he didn't just fall over. It looked like he was going to break out of all that contact, and there was no one in front of him. Don't know what that animation was all about. 1st and 10 now. Darnold finally connects with Robbie Anderson. Took him long enough. I think that's Robbie Anderson's first catch of the game. He really hasn't gotten too much separation, and Darnold has just been terrible. But now it looks like a cover 2 for the Bills, so the Jets call a play call that is very good against cover 2, and our Darius Stewart out of the slot gets wide open with a ton of room to move and bringing this one to the 27-yard line. But it's going to be 2nd and 8 now at the 25. Play fake goes to Tevin Coleman. Darnold throws this one a bit under pressure. Our Darius Stewart catches it again over the middle. I think that may have been man coverage, and Stewart just beat his man. Darnold looking a lot better in the second half so far than he did in the first half. Tevin Coleman taking this handoff on 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Jukes out a defender, picks up 5 yards, but now the ball is at the 2-yard line. Jeremy Hill checks into the game, and the Jets execute this toss so well, but Jeremy Hill actually almost runs out of bounds. Don't know why he took such a wide angle on that one, but they still get on the board. And now the game is going to be tied at 10-10 as him and his teammates play tug-of-war, it looks like. I think he wins. Let's see. Yeah, he launches a couple of his teammates forward. Hadn't show that full celebration, but it's whatever. 1st and 10 now for Josh Allen and his Bills. Darren Lee again in coverage, dropping back. This one hits off of his hands, I think, but then he's able to come down with it. Darren Lee's fast. Can he bring this one into the end zone? Making it to the 10-yard line, the 5-yard line. Josh Allen catches up to him, and it looks like he went in, but he does not. Gets down at the 1-yard line. What a bummer, but still a great play there by Darren Lee. And again, the toss play executed to perfection. Great blocking on the outside. Tevin Coleman takes this one this time into the end zone. So now the Jets, just like that, flipped this game around and now have the lead 17-10. Josh Allen, though, out of the shotgun look, play fake goes to LaShawn McCoy. And that's a beautiful touch pass to Kelvin Benjamin. Nice hands as well to, hold on to that one through the contact. Now the Bills are pretty much at their logo right now. Play fake again goes to LaShawn McCoy. Josh Allen dropping back. Henry Anderson, though, comes on the blitz and comes up with the sack, just beaten by the player who tried to block him. 3rd and 20 now, 3rd and a mile for Josh Allen and his Bills. The Jets bring the pressure. This Bills offensive line isn't too good, and the Jets are trying to take advantage of that one. Going to be 4th and 28, so the Jets will get the ball back again. They started at their own 13-yard line, but it's going to be 2nd and 8. The run play goes to Tevin Coleman, who has a ton of space up the middle, meets both of the Bills safeties in the secondary, but he's nearing it on 100 yards. Has 82 and a touchdown on the day. Tevin Coleman has been a great player so far today. Darnold fires to Terrell Pryor, who could not hold on to it. That was a good read and a good throw by Sam Darnold, but Pryor just could not hold on to it through the contact. It's understandable. It took a hit pretty soon after he caught it. Tevin Coleman, though, taking this one up the middle. Great blocking once again. This is why I kind of mentioned earlier that I think I should turn down the run blocking sliders. I don't think I did yet, so I will have to make sure to remember to do it before next episode. 1st and 10, though. Darnold looking, stepping up in the pocket, fires over the middle to Jermaine Kearse, who has been quiet because Tre'Davious White has been shadowing him today. They may have called zone there. I think that might have been why Jermaine Kearse got open, to be honest, because he wasn't being pressed by Tre'Davious White. But another play here to Jermaine Kearse. Again, I think they called zone, so Tre'Davious White wasn't right next to Jermaine Kearse again. 1st and 10 now. This drive has been going very well, and it's going to continue to go well. Tevin Coleman with another first down. I think this might be 4 or 3 plays in a row that have all been first downs. Jets trying to get their confidence back. Darnold firing this one into a really tight window, and that is a great catch by Robbie Anderson, whose forward progress gets stopped at the 2-yard line. Darnold definitely has his confidence back in his arm. 1st and goal now at the 2-yard line. Can they score on this drive? Yes, they can. Robbie Anderson finds the end zone for the first time in a little while, I believe. He hasn't been too active today, but he does, pelvic thrust the goalpost. It's going to be 2nd and 6, and now the Jets have a 2-possession lead. That is a good comeback route, though, by Jerry McCurley. Tremaine Johnson misses the tackle. Curley hurdles, and Marcus May is the last hope for the Jets to tackle him, and he does do that. Takes him down to the 27-yard line. That was a huge missed tackle by Tremaine Johnson. That would have negated that huge play, really, if Tremaine Johnson had made the tackle. Josh Allen, very clean pocket, has a receiver wide open, but overthrows him. Josh Allen's accuracy coming to bite the Bills right now because that player had no one near him. If you had led that into the inside, that was an easy touchdown. 2nd and 10 now. Allen has a pretty clean pocket once again. A player did get free for the Jets, but Jeremy Curley again getting open. I think Tremaine Johnson got beaten coverage there. Johnson's not having the best game right now. Jamal Adams brings him down. The Bills now have the ball at the 5-yard line, trying to score to make this game a little bit closer. Allen fires over the middle. Avery Williamson is there, though, in coverage. Allen tried to hit his tight end Charles Clay in the back of the end zone, but it did not work. The middle linebacker was able to pick him off. 3rd and 10 now for the Jets. They ran it on the last 2 plays, trying to chew away some clock. Terrell Pryor, though, wide open on this one, easily picking up a first down with a gain of 16. Keeping this drive alive, the Jets definitely want to at least, get another touchdown here to make this a 3-possession game if they can, or another field goal at least or something. Darnold, though, has a very clean pocket, trying to take a shot deep, but does get sacked right as he tries to. Lorenzo Alexander, the veteran pass rusher, comes up with the sack. 1st and 10 now for the Bills after the Lack Edwards punt. Josh Allen fires quickly to Kelvin Benjamin, who's wide open on that slant pattern. Allen nearing in on 200 yards on the day with 2 picks. He's not really playing too well today. Allen now taking the snap on 1st and 10 at his own 28-yard line. The pass goes to, who is that, Zay Jones, and Tremaine Johnson misses yet another tackle. Johnson has been struggling today. The Jets might be looking to draft a corner at some point. I mean, Johnson's been playing okay this season, but I think the Jets still want a better number 1 corner. 1st and 10 now. Josh Allen dropping back. They have not run the ball much, but they really haven't had to. Kelvin Benjamin on the corner route, wide open. No one even within like 5 yards of him when he caught that pass. Now the Bills have the ball at the 2-yard line. Jets trying to make another tremendous goal line stop. Let's see if they can do it. LaShawn McCoy runs directly into number 26, who I believe to be Marcus May, and he goes down without gaining 2 yards for a touchdown. Did gain 1 yard, though. Now it's going to be 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line. Handoff goes to Chris Ivory, a very strong running back typically, but he gets stopped before the end zone. This is going to bring up a 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. The Jets expecting a run, pinching the middle, bringing the house, and it works. There is a flag, though. This is like a face mask or like defensive holding or offsides or something. This could be a pretty big blow for the Jets. It's going to be holding, but on the offense. So the Jets will decline the penalty, and the Bills will settle for a field goal. 3rd and 15 now, though, for the Jets. Let's see if they can pick up this first down and chew away some more clock. Darnold tries to take a deep shot to Robbie Anderson. That's just not even close to where Robbie Anderson was. So the Jets will punt the ball back to the Bills. 24-13, still a 2-possession game right now. 11 points is the lead. And that is a great pass there to Kelvin Benjamin. A good route to beat by the press coverage. Morris Claiborne there kind of got abused by the physical wide receiver. 3rd and 2 for Josh Allen and his Bills. Trying to check this one down over the middle, but Marcus May, I think, or Jamal Adams. No, it was May. He makes a beautiful play on the tight end to break that one up. So the Bills go for a field goal, 24-16. Tevin Coleman takes his first down handoff. Nearly picks up a first down, picking up 9, and now he has 118 yards on the day. The Jets' rushing attack has been fantastic today. It's been great the past couple of weeks. Tevin Coleman again with the handoff on 2nd and inches, easily cruising for a first down and a gain of about 8, I think. 2nd and 5 now for Darnold and his Jets. The handoff once again goes to Tevin Coleman. The running lanes have been really great today. The offensive line is blocking tremendously well, and it's making, Tevin Coleman's day very easy. It's going to be 3rd and 11, though. If the Jets can pick up this first down, they will pretty much have the game. Darius Stewart beats by, I think, Micah Hyde there on the man coverage, and he's going to streak down to the 4-yard line. That was a huge gain for the Jets, and pretty much just, won them this game, but the Jets are cocky. They want to put up more points on their divisional rival, and they throw it. Sam Darnold throws it to our Darius Stewart, the player who deserves a touchdown for getting that open against a great free safety. And that is pretty much going to put this game away. The Bills need an absolute miracle to come away with this one. 31-16 is the score. Josh Allen just heaving this one downfield really deep. A bit underthrown, and J.J. Wilcox comes away with an interception in garbage time. It's going to help his stats a little bit and hurt Josh Allen's, which is nice because I think he's actually above Sam Darnold on Offensive Rookie of the Year. So neither quarterback really played too well. I'd still take Sam Darnold in this one. 198 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a great completion percentage, but he did play really well in the second half. Got off to a terrible start, but definitely corrected what he did wrong. Tevin Coleman, MVP of the game, though. 137 yards and a touchdown. At least MVP on the offense. Jeremy Hill also got a touchdown. Darius Stewart, 5 for 92 with 1 touchdown. I really like how he's playing out of the slot. I'm happy I moved him up there. Robbie Anderson, 3 for 31 with a touchdown. A couple other guys got some receptions, too. Not too many sacks lit up today. Antonio Garcia lit up 2. He's not playing too much better than Brandon Shell, but I might just leave him in for the rest of the season. Avery Williamson was definitely the defensive player of our team this week. 9 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and a pick. That is a tremendous game for Avery Williamson. A bunch of other players got tackles for loss too, and then of course a couple sacks. Henry Anderson got 1, and then 3 interceptions. J.J. Wilcox, Avery Williamson, and Darren Lee. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.